Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5 and we're here with the 91 BMW M3 or the E30. So what I want to do is try out some user-created Formula Drift tracks. It should be pretty interesting. So let's jump in and get this car built first. Alright, so before we get into this, I'm just letting you know that the driving portion of this video was the best of 3 runs on each track. Okay, so for this build, I want to swap out the engine for a change. So I'm going to jump in here. I want to go with this, the 3.2 litre straight 6. I'm pretty sure that's out of the E36, the 97 model, I think. I definitely want to leave it rear-wheel drive, but I am going to turbo it. Yep, cool. Now we can jump into the body. For the front bar, I actually like that one with a little bit of a lip on it, so I'm going with that. Yep, sold. And for the wing, honestly, I don't really like any of these, so I'm just going to go wingless. Alright, for the tyre compound, I'm going to leave that stock. For the front tyre width, I'm going to go up to a 235. And for the rear, I'm going to max it out at a 265. For the rim sizes, I'm going to take them up to an 18 all round. Yep, right there, sold. For the rims, there's a set in here that I want to go with. Some good old 3 pieces. They're not it. Where are they? These ones right here. The back label Zeist BST ones. They look really good. Cool. And we'll bring the track width all the way out in the front and in the rear. Alright, jumping into the drivetrain. I'm definitely going to upgrade the clutch. I'm going to chuck in a race transmission, as the stock transmission won't be able to hold the power that I'm going to put to this. I'm going to leave the stock drive shaft in it. Yep. Just like that. And I'm going to chuck in a drift diff. Cool, now we can jump into here. Definitely going to need a brake upgrade. Definitely going to need drift suspension. Upgraded anti-roll bars. Yes, for sure. No cage, and I'll chuck the weight reduction on now. Awesome, so there we go for that. Now, as for this engine, I want to bring it up to 600 horsepower. So I'm going to go with the race intake, the race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, the race camshaft, race valves. Yep. I'm going to go with a race block. I'm going to leave the pistons, turbo and cooling alone, but I will chuck in the oil cooling up to a sport, and that'll bring us out at 601 horsepower, 435 foot-pounds. That is spot on. Once you put the flywheel on, it drops it down to 2,351 pounds. I can make that work. Awesome, so there is the build done. The paint is done. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It is much appreciated. Cheers. So let's jump in and put in a tune on this thing. Okay, so for this tune, I'm going to leave the front tire pressure where it is, but I'm going to bring the rears down to 27 psi. Alright, jumping into here. For the gearing, I'm going to pull the final drive back to 301, and I'm not going to touch the rest of them at all. Yeah, that gearing right there is spot on. I went through and tested it before. Alright, for the alignment, I'm going to go 3.5 negative in the front and 2.5 negative in the rear, as I usually do. I'm going to put 0.2 toe out in the rear. All the rest of the suspension is spot on. If you want to download this tune, the share code is at the bottom of the screen. So we'll just keep pushing through, all through here. For the aero, I'm not going to touch it because we can't. For the brake balance, I'm going to go 30 in the rear and 140 brake pressure. Yep. And for the diff, I'm just going to completely lock it. Awesome, so there is a tune. Now let me show you how to get to the tracks I'll be running. Okay, so what you want to do is come out into the open world, pause the game, go over to Creative Hub, go into the event lab, event blueprints, and you want to hit the search button. Yep, and go all the way up to title, and you want to put formula. Yep, formula D, capital, and then put the colon on there and hit enter. Then go all the way down to the bottom and confirm. Just let it load in. My internet's slow. Well, it's not really slow, it's just slow on the game. Wait for it. Here they are. So these are actually really, really well done. I'm super impressed with how this dude built these. So for this video, I want to go through and do Road Atlanta, Texas, and Englishtown. Nice. So there we go. Now let's jump in and give this car a rip. Awesome, so there we go. How did I go? Let me know in the comments below. But this thing is actually really fun to drive around in. It's super stable, very easy to control, as you can see. And yeah, this has been one of my go-to drift cars over the last week or two. But yeah, that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.